America's infrastructure gets a near-failing grade. The American Society of Civil Engineers assigned our nation's roads, bridges, levees, and other infrastructures a grade of D+. That's the same grade as 4 years ago, when the last report was released, and it suggests that only minor progress, if any, has been made. And the price tag to fix it is steep. Aditi Roy reports from Sacramento.
The Sacramento River, like so many other bodies of water in America, is lined with levees. Levees in desperate need of repair.
There's an estimated up to 100,000 miles of levees nationwide, and across the whole country they're in a pretty sad state of repair. By the number of levees in the Army Corps of Engineers Rehabilitation Program, just 1.8% of levee miles are rated acceptable, the highest grade.
Levees got a D grade in the newly issued report card on America's infrastructure, released every 4 years by the American Society of Civil Engineers. That's still a step up from the 2013 grade of D-, but far from where experts like UC Davis professor Nicholas Pinter believes it should be.
Over 30,000 people living here, just a few tens of feet away from the Sacramento River. These people depended this year on the existence of this structure, this levee, and it performing as it was designed to keep the river out of there.
And it's not just levees which are causing infrastructure experts to worry. The ASCE report also gave America's overall infrastructure a near-failing grade of D+. Bridges got a C+, aviation and roads were given Ds, and America's transit a D-, down from a D in the last report. How much money would it take to improve the country's infrastructure? An estimated $4.6 trillion by 2025, according to the report. At current spending levels, we'll be about $2 trillion short.
The former president couldn't get out of the Congress what he wanted on transportation or other infrastructure, water, and other projects.
In Sacramento, California, the need for improvement is especially critical. Rick Johnson is the executive director of the city's flood control agency.
Much of the levee and flood system that we live behind here was completed in the early 1900s. We have not invested in this, and like a lot of our infrastructure in the country, and now we're finding that it needs upgrading to make it safe, to make it usable.
There are 106 miles of levees like the one I'm walking on here in the Sacramento area. 50 of those miles have already been refurbished, bringing them up to flood protection standards for the state. But experts and neighbors agree more work needs to be done, nearly $2.5 billion worth of it.
There's a cost to fix this levee over the next several years, but there's also potential cost of not fixing it. And that is a very real possibility. It's a calculatable percent chance that you're going to have a great big flood in the next 5 years, 10 years. And if you don't make that investment, the cost to those people, all these tens of thousands of people on this side, is very, very tangible.
Costs that experts say will continue to rise as more levees fall into disrepair. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Aditi Roy, Sacramento, California.